And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're back in business with a live showdown between the Beastmen and the Warriors of Chaos. So it should be quite a bit of fun. Our front line here is going to be Ungor Spearman Herd. I expect he'll probably have the Marauder Spawn combo, which is pretty common here in this matchup. But if he does go with Elite Infantry, I do have some Chaos Spawn and Minotaurs of my own with some decent AP to really try and take them down. But yeah, we're basically going to be going with Ungor Spearman Herds, using Spawn of our own to block his Spawn. But the advantage I may have in that situation is I do have the Ungor Raiders to provide some fire support. And I have pretty good harass as well. So Centaurs with Poison Hounds chasing down, they can charge Marauders, they can chase down Marauder Horsemen pretty effectively. And last but not least, in case he goes with some real big boys, I do have the Minotaurs with great weapons who are quite fun. I don't know, honestly, sometimes I feel like using Minotaurs with the sword and board is probably a little bit more cost effective. Yeah, you lose some anti-large, but they still hit like trucks, and having that shield is really nice against like Marauder Horsemen and Horse Masters and things like that. But there's some things that are just very righteous in this world, and one of them is a giant Minotaur running around with a two-handed great weapon. So we shall be going that route. So good luck to my opponent. We had a little bit of a chat before the game. Shout out to you, man. He's we are actually from like the same general area, so we were talking about the places, our old haunts from back in the day. So cheers, man. It was a pleasure talking to you, and let's have a great game here. So yes, the Pigs of Chaos are ready. I really wanted to make a mission here not to use the Manticore Summon, which is just so common here. So I do have Lore of Shadows, which is really, really good against Chaos still. Enfeebling Foe, Pendulum, Melkoth, all abilities which are quite good in my opinion. So we're not going to commit all of our spears to the front line because there is a chance my front line could just get crumped like instantly and, you know, I just get karate chopped there. So we're going to have like a little bit of a staggered formation. Keep the Raiders back like so, back like so. Everything's looking good. And then we'll have these spears like a little bit offset. So, you know, if he goes with an arrow build, I can just fall back with them and use them in the back line, or they can just like take a beating on the flanks, which I'm sure they'll do. Centaurs in one group, Centaurs in the other, so they're going to be each running with Poison Hounds. Pretty useful for chasing things off. Morker is really good in the front line, of course. Even if he's surrounded and just taking an absolute hammering, he's going to do it like a champ, so 4 and 5. So we got one Minotaur here, one Minotaur here. Good luck, have fun. Cool, man. Let's do it. Go ahead and lock my control group, move a little bit more kind of centered here. We can get you guys out there, and man, sometimes playing, I don't know if it's just me, but playing on these maps that are like really snow, you know, the reflection, it actually like kind of strains my eyes a little bit. Yeah, bit of a strange thing. So we got Melkoths to potentially slow down like Chaos Knights, things like that. If he has like elite troops, we can slow them down and hammer them with our Minotaurs. Enfeebling Foe for any really big important fights as well. And Pendulum is okay here. If he goes Marauder Spawn, which is how I like to play this matchup, it won't be that good. But if he goes with like Chaos Warrior or Chosen, it'll be very good. All right, cheers, man. Let's do it to it. All right, so the build looks pretty okay. I think that's pretty similar to the build I use, with the exception of the Hell Cannon. I can't remember if I use Hell Cannon in my build, but yeah, so we're gonna have to advance. He's got Warp Chicken. Warp Chicken will be a pain, but Minotaurs can certainly bring him down. Double Exalted Hero on the Manticore is great. No Spawn, so very much a defensive build. He's got Chaos Warriors with Halberds back here. You know, I actually like this build a lot. I think it's quite cool. So we're just going to kind of screen here and keep moving up the Minotaurs. Keep them out of range of the Marauder Horseman is kind of the game plan here. And, you know, our little Raiders can kind of poke. He's going to go for my spawn here. So we'll just pull you guys back in here. And then these guys can just go and, like, try and attack that chariot. See if we can get some free real estate here. Archers. All right, so it looks like he's pulling back. Good control for sure. And yeah, the Exalted Heroes will be a pain. So we need to pull our Minotaurs over there and see what we can do. I don't know where he's going to land. I'll get you guys over there. Looks good to me. All right, keep moving up. Come on, Bacon. We have to hustle. We're being attacked by the dreaded Hell Cannon. Oh, God, it's coming for me. We can just use the spears to kind of buffer him out there a little bit. We can try and test his micro here a little bit, see if he's paying attention. We can pull you guys in. Nice charge there for my opponent for sure. And these guys can just be ready to party as well. So the Raiders, as far as what to shoot, honestly, probably just moving up and putting one Raider on you, and we can get these Centaurs charging in. I think these ones got a proper charge. We can screen there, get the Spawn moving in, Worker moving in, and now we can pull in the Minotaurs with great weapons pretty efficiently, I'd say. See if we can hammer in over there. And is there any witchcraft you want to do? We could Melkoths here. Yeah, just get there. That's fine. Great, so we have a big ugly blob fight, which is actually not bad for Chaos, but oh, it looks like a Final Transmutation's going down, so yeah, I guess I should have seen that coming. Let's go ahead and drop a Spawn Summon back here. I don't think we need to. I think it's all right. And let's keep moving you guys up, you guys up, you guys up. And do we want to Pendulum anything? Not quite yet. I don't think so. All right, so that wasn't too bad. We took a little bit of a hammering, but we blocked up his chariot, which is good. And these guys, we can't quite seem to find an opening here. So let's get all of our Raiders, 1 and 2, pull them back, reorganize you guys, and now they're coming in once again. So now we can really commit to the blob fight. So we can pull these guys across, get the spawn over, and Morker can actually drop a summon behind him. Try and trap him in place. And let's go ahead and cast Enfeebling Foe on... Oh, those are Marauder Horsemen. That was a misclick. Oh well, it's all good. And it looks like maybe we'll be able to trap one of these guys. Hard to say. Let's see if we can get on that Exalted Hero there. Beastmen, of course, very, very good at this type of thing. And good, so we were able to get the proper angle, which is great. Spearmen. Archers can now keep shooting. We can actually go after the Hell Cannon here. We have Minotaurs with great weapons piling in, all sorts of scary stuff. So pendulum opportunities. Not too many at the moment. I think that's okay though. So let's just kind of keep moving and trying to take out that Exalted Hero if we can. And get these Minos with great weapons and go after the Chaos Chariot there. And you guys can just kind of hang out and keep doing your thing. Yeah, we're getting some good damage here. The Exalted Hero is definitely taking a proper crumping. And now is a good time for an Overcasted Pendulum to just drop it right there. Hammer those guys down. Morker, I don't think uses staff yet, so we can actually just save it for now. That was some good damage for sure. Yeah, but the Raiders are, you know, doing some solid work. We have some units we can bring up as well. I don't know how they got... I could just want to give those guys the proper orders. Anyways, Chaos Spawn can fall back. Minotaurs with great weapons. We have one group. It looks like the other one got degrouped here, so we'll put them in group 5 and have them prepare to party. Hounds can keep chasing here and get you guys going here. Actually, Hounds can hammer the Chariots if we can. We can go after you, and you guys, just if you want to go after the Caster, we do have Minotaurs with great weapons back here. So we may take a little bit of damage, but hopefully the Minos will be able to do their thing. Cool, so we finished off his Hell Cannon, which is great. Now we can pile in and start hammering the chicken. Balance power is pretty even at this point, but the Minotaurs have been able to get on the appropriate targets. Let's actually pull our Archers back, keep the Minotaurs going here, and get those Hounds pushing in there as well. I just played a bunch of games in a row. I gotta reorient myself. Gotta focus up here. Cool, so we broke that Chariot piece, which is good. Yep, we got him. Let's pull our Archers back. We can leave the Ungor Spearmen to just fight and, you know, block their charge. All's well in the realm. Definitely keep chasing this guy down, but now the Minotaurs, we can actually degroup you guys, and then the Minos can move up and just kind of get involved in this blob fight. There's a chance that he might use another Final Transmutation, so I have to be really, really careful with that. Melkos, no. Raiders, we can go ahead and get you guys all situated. And what do we want to start shooting here? I guess we just come after that character. Morker does have his summon, so we're going to go ahead and use that like right here behind this guy and try and trap him in place. And the Minotaurs with great weapons. I don't want to commit them to the blob fight, because if I do, there's a chance that... Oh man, that summon's been interrupted. It's like 5 times already. Goodness gracious. All right, let's pull you guys back. Spears pile in. Archers concave back, and we can get the Minotaurs going after those Chaos Marauders there. Cool. So it looks like the Exalted Hero was feasted on. I think we have enough for a Pendulum soon, too. Great. So we just got these spawn here. They can be used to block in that big boy there. Minotaurs with great weapons have done their job. Spawn summon from Morker is active. Morker is still fighting the good fight in here. He's not taking too much damage, just fighting halberds, which is totally fine. And yeah, if we can get that Exalted Hero, though, that would just be swell. Let's see if we can go in here and actually enfeebling foe him. That might butter up the fight a little bit. Pull you guys back. Centaurs can just go around. Archers, and let's get these spears to kind of fight them. Yeah, I don't want to give him the blob fight. It could easily happen there. The Raiders, I should have put them in a hawk group or something. Yeah, a little bit sloppy. It's okay, though. All right, let's go after the Chaos Warriors. Dudes up on the high ground can go after them. And let's go ahead and... Is there any free control groups? Not really. None of them are like super fluid, but we'll just put them in 7 for now. So I at least can click it easier. Great. Rear charge those halberds. Let's go ahead and get the poison on those halberds. And just keep grinding this good fight. Let's pull the Grey Opens around the side here. Yeah, I mean, what could he do? I guess if he snipes Morker, that's one way to potentially win it. Yeah, we need to take out that Exalted Hero, though. I know he's probably trying to bait me for another Final Transmutation. I think that's kind of like his last hope here. So I really just got to not fall for that. Yeah, it looks like he's using it now, which is fine. So once that wears off, we can pull in the Minotaurs, and they should be able to seal the deal, to be honest. Yeah, we'll go after the chicken now. Not too much of a threat at this point. And this fight, man, those halberds are holding really well. All right, let's go chase a little bit more efficiently over there. We didn't bring Call of Violence, so I don't have that, obviously. Minotaurs' great weapons going after that big old Thanksgiving ham there. And the Marauder Horseman, we can actually pull you guys back and peel them off. Looks good. All right, so let's just push the Minotaurs through. We don't want to sit amongst halberds or, like, you know, even Chaos Infantry. And just hunt down that big bird. So we'll move past him like this. So you move past him, you just keep moving, just like so. And then you give an attack order, and all the models will turn around and surround like that. It's pretty efficient for sure. It looks like you got my caster. Well played to him there. And yeah, everything's good. You shoot the halberds. The big chicken is being hammered by all those great weapons. And well played. GG, well played. Certainly a good scrappy game. Yeah, it was a good one. I had to work for that one pretty hard. As far as the build goes, I'm pretty happy with it. You know, I was pretty sloppy with my control in the beginning. I left a couple units back, but I think we had good micro elsewhere. Yeah, it's a cool build on his part. Like, I love the Exalted Heroes plus Sartorial against Beastmen. The Hell Cannon variants, you know, he went with Hell Cannon plus Chaos Warriors with halberds, which I found not to be super solid for me. Like, I find that the Chaos Warriors with halberds, just like, even against monsters, like, unless they just sit there and fight you, they'll usually tie you down with like chaff and then just beat on your Chaos Warriors with their monsters, which, although he did kill my spawn outright, right? Like if I had gone with the pure spawn rush, maybe. Raiders were useful. They killed the Hell Cannon, and then from there they gave me some counter skirmishing as well. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think his build was fine. If I had gone with like Bestigors, things like that too, his Hell Cannon would have been even more valuable. But yeah, I've had very little success with the Chaos Warrior kind of defensive play against Beastmen. But yeah, he played well. It was a good game, good proper scrap. If I had gotten caught in like, you know, that second final transmutation, or the first one had been a little bit worse, it could have been a much more brutal game. So very well played strat game. And again, it was a pleasure talking to you, bud. So Chaos versus Beastmen. As far as this matchup goes, let's go ahead and run it back a little bit. Beastmen always have so much to micro too. It's just like, it's just wild. I definitely agree. I think Warp Chicken's great. Honestly, Kolek is really good too. So is Archeon. Like, you can go any route like that. But the final transmutation bait really isn't bad against Beastmen, especially since Beastmen like to have all these blobs and summons and things like that. But again, like, I don't like the elite troops here. I really do like going with a Marauder wall and then just getting them plus weird spawn. This allows you to win the frontline fight in many cases. Chaos Spawn also trade really well with Minotaurs. They hit really hard against light armor, and Minos have like super like low stats in that regard. I'm a big fan of the Marauder Horseman. I think you nailed it on the head there. I think like 3 Marauder Horsemen is really useful for sure. From here, you have a couple like ways you can play it, man. There's like, you can get elite units. 1 unit of Chaos Knights doesn't actually hurt. It's pretty good for like hammering positions. Chariots are okay, but like honestly, I feel like you have the infantry fight pretty much won here. So yeah, we'll get our Exalted Heroes on the Manticores. They're pretty good. I mean, you can get basic Manticores too, I think. Can Chaos actually do that? I can't remember. Yeah, you can for 800, which arguably is good, but they can rampage into bad targets. These guys are like rampage proof, so you don't need to worry too much about that. From here, getting like Sword and Board Chaos Knight or Lance Chaos Knight. It's hard to say. Let's go with Sword Chaos Knight plus like Poison Hound. These guys like just fend off the Centaurs basically. So it's pretty straightforward, right? You're just moving up, grinding. You know, it's very similar to what you did, honestly. So very well played, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this live showdown between the Beastmen and the Warriors of Chaos. And my friends, we will see you all on the other side. Take care.